Welcome to Chasing Reality. As you're watching, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to become a member today so you can get exclusive content and behind the scenes of this show. Follow us on social media for announcements and posts that you don't want to miss.
I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat, excuse me. The proof is in the story, take a seat, excuse me.
Good. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? How is the people doing tonight? All right, I'm just gonna start by introducing myself. My name is Fabio. I am from the United States Virgin Islands, and I am a cast member. I am a part of the group Chasing Orlando Season 2. And I'm just actually here to vibe out with the people. So, oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm just here to vibe up with the people and review these shows. But before we get into the review, I just want to talk about my project, my EP. That is my baby. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me put my ring light back a little bit because I don't want the desk fucking with it. Right now, I'm in my office. By the way, I'm just here chilling. But hey, y'all, I'm sorry about that. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting calls, but okay, my album, my EP is entitled Dreams. So we all know that we've all had dreams that we've tried to accomplish, right? Um, some of these dreams, a lot of people don't even pursue because of the thought of failing. And that's not me. Ever since I was a youth, a jit, I have always went for everything that I wanted to do. Um, Nothing scared me. Nothing prevented me from trying to accomplish any dreams. So first, I once I moved to the States, I knew that I wanted to be a professional wrestler. So I signed up and I went to wrestling school. Enjoyed it. Those were probably the best years of my life. I was really good at it too. Unfortunately, I had got into a car accident and that stopped. Well, I wasn't the cause of that. A car, hit me basically, but got into a car accident and that kind of stopped me from pursuing my dreams. I was told that I could never. That's wrestling is something that I can never do again. It's no longer in the cards for me. So, kind of have to come up with other avenues, other things to do. Right. I'm not somebody who just remains idle. I always try to go to the next thing or something to kind of keep me busy. And I've always loved music. I've always liked writing music. Uh, I used to be on that singing app, writing music and creating music there. So I knew that that's something that I definitely wanted to, you know, pursue. When I came on or when I signed up for the show, I knew that one, this would be a challenge because the show is going to hold me accountable. Because I already knew that if I wasn't doing something that can make me, grind or actually make me see this through, chances are I'll put this back on the back burner and never actually try to pursue it for myself. So um wait, hold on. People in the building? What's good, y'all? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. So like I knew that that's something that I definitely wanted to like do. So I was like, shit, let me just go ahead and sign up for the show and let me see if I could let me see if I got some goal. Let me see if I could really actually see this thing all the way through. And I did it. I did it. Now here we are. Dreams, baby. Dreams is releasing December 13, 2025. It will be available on all streaming platforms. I'm talking Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Tidal, Amazon Music. It's gonna be everywhere so that you can like download, buy, and stream. When I tell y'all, I put my heart and my soul into this project. It's very poetic to me. And not just it's not sad, like one of the songs, the self-entitled track, Dreams, it's really personal because it's really like me writing a letter to myself about my manifestations. Me on the islands, knowing that I want to leave the islands and actually go to a place where I can pursue these dreams and just be comfortable and live a comfortable lifestyle. Um, that all of that sums up that song. It's the song is a melting pot of manifestations of what I wanted to do for myself. So that's why I decided to the open up the album with that message. From there, we go on to more, popping tracks, more talking shit tracks. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yeah. But I think there's gonna be everything on there for like. There's gonna be something on there for everybody. If you don't like cursing or you like more clean songs or clean records, then there is gonna be several songs. There's gonna be a song on there for you. If you like R&B, if you like more so singing, it's gonna be a song on there for you as well. So it's a mixture of both. I'm very versatile, and I wanted to cater to all of the things that I can do. So when you think I'm just gonna be doing this, I'm actually gonna be doing something else. So just stay tuned. Again, it's releasing December 13th, 2025. I can't wait for y'all to hear it. That is my baby. And I pour so much heart and soul into this project. Um so what's up? Before we get into reviewing the shows and what's not, do you guys have any questions for me? Anything you want me to clarify or clear up? I just want to start off by saying I'm going to be 100% honest. I will be giving my unsolicited opinions. Um, and I do not mind any repercussions that follow. I do have well, they're almost done. This is what I eat whenever I'm playing the game. When I'm playing Fortnite, this is what I eat. So it's almost done, but yeah, we're gonna be snacking and we're gonna be gaining to the vibes of things. If I talk a little shit, I don't care. I don't mind. Don't take any offense. You can take offense to it. I don't either way you put it, I don't care. But I am gonna be honest. So I don't know, y'all want me to like unpack. Y'all want to get straight into the review. What y'all want to do? Y'all let me know in the comments below. By the way, if y'all see me look over here, it's because I'm reading the comments from this direction. If you see me look here, it's because I'm like, this is a mock, so I'm just responding to messages or something. But I'm gonna try to engage as much as I can. Shout out to my sisters, Lenice and Lashonda. Shout out to Kirsty, one of my closest friends who lives in the UK. Shout out to Bando. Shout out to Let's Talk While. Who else do I see in here? I don't know, y'all. If you hear, drop your name in the comments, and yeah, big up yourself. But no, y'all, on the real, I just left. I might as well I say it. I'm on live, right? So I just signed a management deal. So yeah, so I do have. I just signed a management deal today. I was in their office all day while we was wrapping up everything to do with the EP uploading, and yeah, there's a lot of good things to come, a lot of great things to come, things that we've already been discussing and things that are already like in the works. So shout out to TMC Orlando, shout out to Anna, shout out to Coastal. So I have a team with me now. Aside from my family and my friends who always have my back, I actually have a legit team that can guide me in the right direction. You see, we're not just talking, we're actually doing the walk. We actually taking the appropriate steps to make sure that this thing is for real and legit. And although I'm very smart and educated, I don't know everything. And I'm not gonna walk into this thinking like, thinking like I just know what I'm doing. No, I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm open to being directed in the right direction. So yeah, so I'm excited and again a lot of good things to come. So shout out to me. But no, we could start getting into the episodes and unpacking things. We're not gonna harp on these things for too long, but we're gonna review them and we're gonna pop our little ones and twos and we're gonna just we're gonna call it judge.
So tonight Caliboy himself invited me to a hookah lounge. I guess it's a 24/7 spot here in Orlando, Florida on International Drive. I really don't know what to expect because me and Cali have not had the best pass together. So I'm eager to see why he wanted to set up this little meeting between us. Thank you so much for coming out. I wanted to invite you for us to have a one-on-one because I really appreciate you reaching out to me after Chef Paablo's No Violence event.
I just felt like, like last year, I was that same person. I felt like everybody was team you and against me. This way, you never did it. I'm sorry for coming so rough to you in the beginning and being so guarded and thinking everybody's there going to attack me and you being new and being like me being territorial, like, oh no, but you're not going to come here for that. And that wasn't a good look for me or my business because that's not who I am.
That's why I appreciate you, because when you called me to check up on me, you held me accountable for my part that I played in it. And it's been some time now. I had time to really sit back and reflect on it. And you're 100% right. Like, I feel so remorseful and I genuinely am sad about where me and B-Baby are at right now. But I reached out to him like a few days ago. I basically texted him, I gave him a heartfelt message, basically taking accountability and really letting him know that I do appreciate the friendship we've been building. He left me on red.
When Max tells me that he reached out to B-Baby to apologize to him, I told him I think it was too early. He needed to let this simmer a little bit because this was just fresh. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple of days ago. You gotta understand on his part. He me and you being new.
There is something that was said here that I'm going to address later on. I actually just had to write it down. Because I don't want to miss this point. But he said that he reached out to B-Baby and he wrote him a heartfelt message and B-Baby left him on red. Well, if I'm being told that you are wrong here telling the people that I'm playing in Booga Sugar and whether it's true or not, and we're supposed to be friends, and you go ahead and you discuss that information with someone else, I would leave you on, not only would I leave you on red, but by the time you get up off the ground, you're gonna have nothing but skid marks and grass stains on your shirt. That's how bad I would do you, because if we're supposed to be friends, what make you think that that's okay? Granted, even if it is the truth, that's his business. And if you were concerned as a friend, why not just pull him to the side? Hey, friend, I'm worried. Things have been looking a little crazy. You've been looking a little out of it. You don't went ahead and you don't did this. So I just want to know, is everything okay? Is there anything I can do to intervene or to, to help out? We all go through dark times, and I'm not sure if this is something that you're doing, if he is doing it. But I just want to know how I can help to make whatever transitions better for you versus having to resort to a substance. That's that when you're a friend, that's how you deal with things. But everybody is different. Ain't too much more to say on that. Obviously, a bunch of fake shit. We could go on to the next. I'm just saying.
So today we're meeting up with Mama A and Big Mike, which is my mama and my daddy, and we're here in Eatonville, in Catalina Park, where it all started. And it's been a long time fucking coming, okay? Quite frankly, I've never actually had a real conversation with my parents about how I feel about my upbringing, me, and my trans experience. So yeah, I just bring her out here because I was telling her I was at Ebony and Auntie Pat them house and just saying I want to talk to my daddy, my mama, and all of that with what I'm going through in life, I tell people this, I had the pleasure of not getting put out at 14 or whenever I came out as being gay. In my head, I had a guideline to follow.
Well, I'm gonna start from the beginning. From day one, you was different, baby. There was no sweating. There was no playing in no dirt. You wasn't rough and tumble. You wasn't with none of that. Your play clothes was a $50 lacrosse shirt.
Yep.
Creased up. with a pair of shoes that ain't nobody in the Florida got except one person with a little ass foot. Them green shoes? Oh, honey, you went everywhere. You had everything. And I always say, regardless of what side you gonna be on, be the best. I told you, if you want to wake up in the morning, wear a pair of pants, wear a pair of pants. You want to wear a dress, you wear a dress. But whichever one you wear, and you wear that motherfucker right. And don't fuck it up, because your mama got a legacy out here to uphold, and I don't need you staining, and you have not.
My relationship with my mother growing up was, I would say, like a sibling. My mother had me at 14, so when I guess she had my other two siblings, it was like I had to watch them while she went out and about. And when I asked for things, it was like, I got them, but I didn't get them to the extension of my younger siblings. And it was just like I felt like I was like Molly the maid.
You have not. When I said you stepped out on that yellow brick road of drag, and honey, your feet hit that ground, and they has been running ever since, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, to the point where I'm about to cry. Your mama been telling me for years she want to do a show, and she ain't got her ass on the stage yet. You my show. You my what I wanted to do.
You want to do a show?
I've been wanting to do a show since.
You look like you want to do a show.
You
look
is a
like
show.
You want to be a show too.
I really want. I
That's
want
where
to
you
do
get
it.
all that from. You actually, that's always been my opinion of it. You get all that showmanship stuff and from you.
But Michael, you more feminine than me.
No, I'm not.
Who clean out their nails all day, every day?
Well, that ain't even.
Where can you get a napkin from? Where can you get a napkin from?
Being feminine, no, that's just being.
Okay. Wow. Shout out to Marlo. Shout out to her mom, who I had the pleasure of meeting during our premiere. And shout out to the dad. Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to that conversations and those topics, those are like those could either go like very good or very bad. Um, I feel like when you're talking to your parents about like things like that, it feels like coming out all over again. If you came out, it's just not an easy conversation to navigate, especially because our parents, who are older than us, they're from a different time. So a lot of the as we know, the world is very inclusive right now. So a lot of the things that we have grown to get accustomed to or comfortable with easily is going to be a lot harder for our parents who are in their own ways. And it's not a situations where it's not a situation where like they don't love us or anything like that. I mean, I would hope not. A lot of people's stories are very different, but to me, it's not a situation where they don't love us. They just have a hard time loving the circumstances and also trying to adjust to something outside of their norm. With me personally, Caribbean families are just a lot harder in nature, a lot tougher. When I say tougher, I mean like they talk to you harshly, but it's different for me because that's my norm. I'm accustomed to that. So if my dad yell at me, or if my mom yell at me or talk to me hard, granted, it was definitely warranted because I was a hard headed ass child. I was fighting every day. Shout out to me and my sister Lashanda, we was whooping ass. But no, I'm just saying, like if I got in trouble, it was warranted. But it was never a situation where I left the house and I was like, damn, she hate me, So although I understand where how Marlo feels about that, because those are very, I know that must be a very, matter of fact, I called her earlier today because just to check in and just to make sure that she was all right, because those are difficult conversations, as I've mentioned. But I know you can tell Marlo moms love her down. Her dad, you could tell, love her down as well. He's just having a harder time trying to accept and also come to terms with certain things. So you could tell that he wants to remain respectful. You could tell that he love his child. He love his daughter. He's just trying to get accustomed. Shout out to them. I just pray more healing on their family dynamic, and yeah, shout out to Marlo, her mom, and her dad. Much love, and it's gonna work out. I know it. So Yes, it's a very sensitive topic. Very sensitive, very touchy. No one really knows how to like navigate those kind of topics. Like honestly, like you know, as long as you know you're loved, as as long as you're told that you're loved, sometimes you just gotta take it for what it is. Everybody express their love differently. Everybody is learning. Like for me personally, I do want a kid. I don't want kids. So I do know that certain things that I'm gonna do a little differently. Not saying that I wasn't loved, because I knew that I was loved with how I was treated and the things that I've received. That I've received what I love, right? Not that love is gift, but I'm just saying people didn't get shit. But I knew that when I have a child, I knew that there's gonna be certain things I do every day. Like you know what I'm saying? There's things that I know that I would do just so that my child know that they're loved. Whether it's I love you every fucking morning, noon, or night. You see what I'm saying? So, but we could go on to the next. Shout out, thank y'all for joining. Ayo, what's up, Brody? My dog. And yeah, y'all drop a comments. Let me know if y'all here. Go ahead and drop a black heart in the comments. And that's the emoji for the EP that's coming out, a black heart. So go ahead and drop a black heart and let me know you fucking with me. And we can go on to the next topic while that's happening.
Like he's available for me.
Oh,
Either he
Lord.
doesn't respond, he gets back to me hours later, or it's always an excuse. When things got just brought up, it was like Slim was kind of in agreement with me as far as like me saying Pablo's kind of wishy-washy. I didn't use the words fake. Like he went back and told Paablo.
But my question was, why didn't you have this discussion with Paablo instead of having it with Slim?
So, Kika, what the fuck?
No, I'm just trying to figure out.
Okay, so basically, I'm still trying to get a vibe off everyone. So that's just strike number one. Strike number two is, I don't know if you know, but I dated this boy named He's located in Tampa. Paablo basically was like telling me, like, I literally had the receipt, like, oh, you guys look cute together, like you guys are, whatever, like, he was like, oh brother, I'm happy for you, stuff like that. Months down the line, up until this point, I'm going through like Carrio's Instagram because we ended up falling out. I ended up refollowing him and I see, guess who's under all Carrio's pictures?
Chef Paablo.
Yes. Chef Paablo is like literally the first 2 rows of pictures. Chef Paablo is like on his pictures. So click every picture, the first 2 to 3 rows, which paper like 12 photos and videos, and just like, what is that? Like, I'm not, and then like with the emoji, like what's that about? So strike number 3 is, okay, so B Baby, but I did disclose some information which I regret, literally, wholeheartedly.
Wait, what?
To Slim, when Paablo and B Baby came over that day, and we were like, just recapping everything that happened, took place. Paablo had ended up leaving, and then when we got done filming, me and B Baby were literally just kicking and hanging out. Like after all that wrapped up, it was like 2 a.m. I had to work the next day, so I walk into his car, give him a hug, and girl, I'm not lying when I say this, he literally pulls out like a little baggie of of cocaine, and he does it in front of me.
Okay.
So I was shocked because it's like, he's telling me how he dislikes how these things are going around and da da da.
Everybody cope differently, so.
Exactly. So the thing is, I don't have no judgment towards that. I really don't. So basically, I told Slim, because they were bringing it up about how, he was doing it, and I did kind of confirm that he did do it in front of me.
Now why would you do that shit?
I know. I'm so wrong for that. I'm dead ass wrong for it, and I can take accountability for it.
No, you're wrong.
But
if you consider B Baby a friend, you should have never did that. You should have just not said nothing or stayed out of it or told him how they feel. Like, that's wrong.
But the thing is, But the thing about that is, Kiki, I feel like I'm looking at this as a brotherhood. So if we're all brothers and we're all trying to like be there for one another,
you don't know like their relationship with each other, so you can't try to even say it's a brotherhood. So if your friends were getting close to B Baby, y'all connected on that level, you should have pulled them aside and told them how you feel or what everybody was saying. You shouldn't have did that and confirmed nothing. That wasn't your place. You dead ass wrong.
I'm dead ass wrong for it. I know. I'm dead ass wrong for it, and I literally feel so terrible about it.
As you motherfucking should. You should feel horrible. You said that this is a brotherhood. Now, I what I want to know is that what is this, the Brotherhood of Mutants? Is this like the X-Men universe? Because ain't no way in hell how we supposed to be brothers and you see me doing something that you deem is unacceptable and you don't tell me then and there, or you don't follow up with me to question or to, just to see how you can be of an assistance like I mentioned earlier. No, what you did do is that you want to tell someone else. You confirmed it. You kind of confirmed it. No, you said that you saw him pull out a little baggie, verbatim, a little baggie of coke. And to go to the situation with Paablo, you said that you got, hey wifey, you said that you gave him three strikes. There was three strikes that made you feel how you feel about him. If anything, that just make you even more fake because you had three chances to bring up three different issues with him and you didn't say anything about it. There's no way in hell that I could have a friend or somebody that I used to talk to, and my friend know of this person, and however that may, I'm not low and shallow, so things like that don't affect me anyway. But I'm just saying, if there was a situation where something made me feel uncomfortable or something that I did not like, and it was a situation with a very close friend of mine, and I felt like I needed to address it with a friend, I would have done that. My friend wouldn't have gotten multiple chances to make me sit there and fester up issues. That's bullshit. It's very fake. Um, and you said also that you were going to say something. It wasn't on this clip, but I remember because I made my own notes. You said that you were going to bring it up to them. When? How is it that you have an issue with this one person, but then you're going to the next person and you're telling this other person these issues? This person is fake or wishy-washy. I mean, that's the fake shit I be talking about. A lot of y'all is very fraudulent and fake, which is why some people just don't even want to engage or be around because a lot of people don't have the temperament to deal with stuff like that. I'm gonna be completely transparent. Me, things like that keep me out of it. So and it's just like y'all just have to learn how to be better people. Period. If you're a better person, you'll know how to be a better friend. And evidence has shows that you're not that good of a person as you claim to be. That's really messed up because and then I'm gonna say this before I go on to the next. You had a conversation. Let's say you had a conversation with Slim and you mentioned it then, and it got out. Okay, they brought it up at the park, right? They asked you about it. You didn't say anything. That was your opportunity to clear it up, but you didn't really say much or anything, right? But they brought it up. Then you said you apologized to him. He didn't respond. Now again on camera, you're having a conversation with your friend Kiki, who doesn't really have any close connections to either parties, and you're confirming again, yet again. I would have really had to whoop you. I would have, if it was me, I would have. I promise you, I would have worked you out because how? Why would you bring that up again? If you were apologetic and if you were really sorry, like you should have just not even go into that topic because you slipped up once. They called you out on it. Why would you even elaborate and explain how the little baggy? That's fucked up. Me personally, that's fucked up. And yeah, we would have had our time. I promise you that. But we could go on to the next clip. We know how fake these hoes is. Go on to the next.
Day of my goddamn life. You hear me? I take my
You
daughter to school
know.
for the first time. And it feels good. I feel like a proud dad. I done did the paperwork. I done did everything I needed to do. I done resolved issues that I had with her mom. So today we are in school. I learned how to do my daughter's hair by TikTok, man. TikTok show you everything. I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for TikTok, I wouldn't know a lot of stuff right now. Right now, I am nervous as hell sending her to school. Like, I just feel like I feel like she go whine, cry. I don't know what she gonna do, but I'm just so fucking nervous right now. She haven't been around kids like that, so I know it's gonna be a tough task, but I'm willing to fight for it. I'm happy for myself. I'm pat myself on the back for that.
Shout out to my dog. Shout out to Ayo. Bro, shout out, much love. Let me tell you something, right? Seeing that right there just gives me hope. You know what I'm saying? I know, first of all, I know like when I do have a kid, I know my family, especially my sisters. My brothers and them ain't worth shit, but my sisters, they gonna hold me down for sure. Like I know for a fact that I'm gonna have a very strong support system. My sisters and my mom, shit, I might as well just call her my mom's baby because, hey, mommy, I'm dropping the baby off. But no, for real, like that right there gives me hope. Like I love seeing things like that because I imagine myself with a kid all the time. Taking my child to karate practice, dance class, and all these different type of things. You know what I'm saying? So I love seeing stuff like that. Ayo, you're doing a fantastic job as a dad. I was with Ayo just a few days ago, and I don't know if y'all know this, but me and Ayo, we hang out frequently. We talk all the time. And today is Friday, so Ayo, let me know if you want to go to the pub. Um, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we hang out all the time and we spend a lot of time together. That's my dog, and Ayo is a great father, a great father. A full-time dad at that. So I saw a lot of people had some different like questions and commentary, and I even had to like stop myself from like checking one of the people in the comments because sometimes y'all could be just very disrespectful and it's uncalled for. But Ayo, fuck the comments, ignore them, and just continue to do what's best for you and your baby girl. Even if that means getting the motherfucking benefits from the government. They ain't doing shit but following. Anyway, let me not even go there but yeah, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work, bro. I love you. Let's move on to the next comment. I mean, the next clip, not the comment, next clip.
About women empowerment and how we can all come together as women to rebrand and work together and network in the community. Finding my niche is very hard because I have the gift of gab. I have many different gifts, but I want something to be my very own. So with me finding my niche, is it me being an event coordinator? Is it me putting on lavish events? Is it me being a good host? Is it me being an advocate? I don't know. I still haven't found my path. I'm on so many different paths. I love this event. I'm so glad that Shay had me here today as a lead coordinator. It really showed her my different skills, and I networked with so many different people that, I can work with in the near future.
I love seeing Marlo in her element. You know what I'm saying? Like Marlo, I tell people all the time that especially in the day and age of what's happening within our community, the LGBTQIA plus Hulu plus Disney plus. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of different things that are happening there, you need an advocate like Marlo. I say it all the time. She's a community activist. You know what I'm saying? She like, especially with, y'all know what the parents be kicking the kids out, when they find out and different things like that. The person that you would want to get in contact with or, in communications with would be Marlo. Marlo is going to make sure that you have a place to go, that there is some type of food, like that's the type of people that we need. We need more of that. We need more like activism. We don't need, no fucking coke addicts or whatever. And not saying that anybody's a coke addict, but I'm just saying messy people and sniffies, cruisers. I'm just saying we don't need any of that stuff. We need more models. We need more people to advocate for us and to try and help people when they're in situations of need. And I wish because the thing is Marlo's very active in the community, and a lot of the things that she was doing wasn't really shown, but she was doing them. And when you have these personal connections and relationships, well, these are things that you're privy to. These are things that I know. Like a lot of things with Ayo. A lot of Ayo was doing a lot of things too. Marlo, Paablo. We was like, everybody was like putting in their work, but unfortunately everything just couldn't be captured. And I just wish a lot more of that was captured so that you guys can get a deeper look into who Marlo is as a person. And she's misunderstood. I feel like, with how things has happened. But this right here, I love seeing Marlo in her element. And just there's a lot of layers to people. Don't be so quick to judge and don't be so harsh to judge. Um, just learn people as they go. And Marlo is someone that you would grow to love. We could go on to the next.
Littlest things
The
because
try, the effort, just the effort into putting into it. Like you never know what the outcome might be. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's time for me to really be you know, his superhero and make sure that I can provide as much that I can give, because, you know, I only have one dad, and I can't see this happening where this is the end for him. I can't.
I want you to know that I'm here, and I believe, if I speak for the whole group, we all here to listen if you just want to talk.
And trust me, just because y'all see him with a stern look, he's not a mean ass person.
He's
It's just, that's just his demeanor. It's giving the heart. It's hard. Literally, you be like, you want to dance? He's already ready. Let's go ahead. Let's go inside. And let's see Marlo and Marc do their thing.
Oh my God, let's get a drink.
Winner wins a free bottle.
Judging from the scenery,
Make sure
it's
y'all
a
share
real
hi.
formal event, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm used to performing in gay spaces, raunchy, nasty, horny spaces. So it's definitely giving a different vibe tonight, and some of those members are a little bit older, and I don't want to be too overt. Really honored that Brian believes in my talent enough to squash everything and give me a space and a stage.
What you doing? We don't laugh at that. Matter of fact, with your average ass, you failed the class. Man, everybody knows you're trash. I'm a top-notch diva, best believe I get it on. Hot by the heater like the reefer out the bong. Hip-hop, lock, drop, break the speakers, bring the poems. When I hop on the feature skate, the sneakers take the song. Undefeated, the cleanest. I'm a big boss, no the queen is the meanest. I'm a high cost, if you speaking, delete it. I'ma take yours, and I mean it, so beat it. All y'all weak sauce. She just mad cause I'm bad and she ain't cute.
So where me and Marc currently stand right now, I mean, we basically got to the root of the problem, that something to do with his ex or whatever. Ever since then, I haven't really spoken to Marc. I don't think we have any issues or anything.
Undefeated, the cleanest. I'm a big boss, no the queen is the meanest. I'm a high cost, if you speaking, delete it. I'ma take yours, and I mean it, so beat it. All y'all weak sauce.
Come on, Marc. Come on, Marc. That's what I'm talking about. Marc is one of those artists that he knows his sound. He knows his element. You know what I'm saying? He knows his formula, and his formula is always gonna give you the same results every time. He's going to execute. Marc is extremely talented, and just the visionary concept of, like, you know, of who he is as an artist. You know, it's come on, it's well put together, it's well thought out, well thought through. So, you know, shout out to Marc. Marc is a fantastic artist, and he can rap too. And hopefully we can collab on someday, you know. Extremely talented and a very, very nice person. Very nice. Yeah. Where's the let's get to the next performance. Let's not skip that.
Big deal for me because, like, especially when it comes to like expressing
I thought we was
myself,
going to watch Marlo perform.
music has been that outlet. Especially when I was no longer able to wrestle, I had to lean on something else that I felt was a safe haven, and that was music. So pouring my heart and soul into this project was very important, and one of my main things was the support from my family. I want to start out by apologizing because I know sometimes when I get upset, I lash out,
My
or I
mom.
get loud, or I get aggressive. Give me some grace because I'm still like dealing with a lot internally, you know. And I just want to say, throughout it all, y'all have shown me nothing but love and support, and I want to say that I'm also appreciative for that. You know, I mean, you especially. I went through a lot of like hard times and dark times, and you have always been a source of, you know, motivation to move forward.
Absolutely.
I say this to everyone, my friends, my peers, that like I love you more than life itself, and all I want to do is like make you proud at the end of the day. So I really hope that this project and everything that I'm doing, it could be accounted for something. Coming from the islands, right? Coming from St. Croix, where we're from, who I am internally has always never been something that has been accepted. We all know that, right?
Right.
And I had to be a certain kind of way to let it be known that I was not one of them. And when I say not one of them, meaning I wasn't soft, I wasn't easy, I wasn't, you know, so if not, I had to be even more harder. I felt like I had to be even more disrespectful. I felt like I have to be even more tougher.
For the most part, I feel like my family have an understanding of some of the things that I face just to bring this project and my dreams to fruition. I don't think they're ever going to get the in-depth understanding of all of the obstacles that I had to jump over, but for the most part, they've been there and they tried their best to be available every time I call. As far as my lifestyle choices, yes, I do feel like my family accepts my lifestyle. However, you know, I have to still understand that this is a process and a growing process for everybody. You know, we're from a completely different place where things are done a little differently. Not only are they accepting me, I also have to accept the fact that they're learning and they're growing with me. A lot of things that I could touch on, but I'm not going to do that. I just want to gear it back to what we got going on, which is this project. I really want you guys to be happy with what I'm doing and love it just as much as I love it.
So you're ready for tonight?
I'm ready to see how people receive this. I'm hoping that they're gonna like it. Y'all ready to hear it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ready? You know? Mommy got a sneak peek though. Mommy, you like it? Yes. Sometimes in life, all you want to hear is good job. Whether that's from your peers, your parents, your siblings, all you want to hear is good job. So when my mother, who don't particularly listen to those type of musics, you know, all she does is watch Christmas movies. When she says she loved my song, she loved my music, I could have bawled. I really could have cried because I felt like I needed that. I don't think I was searching for any type of approval, but that right there validated everything for me.
It's your moment, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been waiting for this. You've been, you know, singing vocals for Ikeda in the background. In the back room days, you know what I'm saying? Set up, you know, so. Proud of you, man. You came a long way, you know what I'm saying? Back to that. And still jam your hits from 2015, so. Sure. You know what I'm saying? That was like still jam them hits at the one people still, you know what I'm saying?
So hearing my little brother say that he was proud of me, it was very touching. It was a very, very important thing for me to hear. Fun fact, my little brother was the only person I've ever had that conversation with. Like I sat him down and I said, hey, this is who I am, this is my lifestyle, because I felt like I owed that to my little brother. You know what I'm saying? I was always his big brother. I mean, walked him to school, we walked home, I fought, took plenty fades for him, you know, so like for him to say that he was proud of me, especially when he is so enrooted in where we're from, that's all I needed to hear. And he would always have a special place in my heart. But yeah, let's go. Wow. Y'all, when I was talking with my family in this moment, right, it probably took me like a little second to come out the room and just kind of like, because I'm like, I was a little nervous. I mean, I talk to my family all the time. I mean, I'm on the phone with my sisters and stuff like all the time. So, I mean, I know how to talk to my family. I mean, but I don't know, something about this moment was just a little different. I did open up about just, you know, some things, just in regards to what it was like. You know, but yeah, I don't even want to go there because I feel like I'm gonna start to get a little. And I'm a G. We don't do the growth plays, but no, for real. Um, I'm really happy that my family have made themselves available for me at every time I needed them. They was available. I have this thing. I'm a Capricorn, right? So I have a plan after a plan after a plan. So if all three plans don't work out and I have nothing less, I start to like panic because I had all these plans in place and a plan for this plan in case this plan failed. And whenever, like, if all my plans fail, I shut down. I shut out completely. I just don't talk to anybody. I kind of lash out, not lash out, but I kind of like, I'm not the easiest person to kind of talk to. And I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. Hello. So I know that sometimes it would be hard to like communicate with me or to just uh, I know how I can get, right? So I just know that I'm not the easiest person, especially if I'm frustrated or I'm having a hard time trying to come up with a solution because I'm a very solution-based person. So I know my family has received some of that, not backlash in a way, but I could have handled things a lot better, especially when talking to them. So that's why it was important for me to apologize to them. The day had finally came and it was just like, I know it wasn't easy for y'all. But I do apologize, but also it wasn't easy for me, which is why reacted the way I did. However, I was sorry because none of anything that I'm doing is not their fault. So shout out to my family. I love my family. They have my back, and I have their back 100% and 110%. And yeah, I'm probably fun fact. The only person I'm older than is my little brother right there. Everybody else is older than me. But I'm still big dog in this bitch. Y'all already know I'm like the protector. So I love y'all. Shout out to y'all. Let's go on to the next clip. Oh my so y'all, all my best friends are in the chat. What's up, Sue? Y'all, my best friend Jaleel is in the chat. And then we have my other best friend, Kirsty.
So right now, guys, we are here. We are at the Junction Bar and Grill. Today's the day.
To the Junction.
I'm nervous as hell. Hopefully everything runs smoothly.
I bet the bank, I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make.
Tonight, I'm feeling good. I got my grill in, I got my dreads out, got my swag on. I'm coming to check my boy Fabio out. He got some new music dropping. I've been hearing little stuff. I have went to the studio with him, so finally to hear it in person. Let's see what the night brings.
So without further ado, I want to turn this over to Fabio for tonight, and y'all enjoy the show.
All right, no, but for real, I want to thank everybody for coming out here. This project has been a long time coming. It's a dream of mine. The name of my EP is called Dreams because, you know, we all have dreams that we're chasing. And sometimes the road to chasing those dreams are a little rocky. The whole concept behind my project was buckle up because the journey that it took for me to be comfortable enough with myself to represent myself in a manner that I accept personally. So this song Gone, I know we all been in relationships that failed, right? Yeah. And sometimes you be with people that you put on, that you taken care of, or you know, just you help them out. This song is not a breakup sad song, it's more of a liberation for acknowledging the part that you played in the relationship, but also acknowledging that you're okay with them being gone. Without further ado, let's go ahead and play Gone, y'all. Let's go ahead and play Gone, y'all. I'm not performing, by the way. Listen to the song. I ain't gonna do all that shit. I'm gonna get it. By the way, y'all, my beautiful family right here, sisters, brother, my mom, she's gorgeous.
Flexing all my shit. Ain't nobody love you like I did. You won't admit it. I seen it coming, but my mind could not submit to it. Until my heart feel on them heads. Could've loved me more than this. I was looking for me when I was looking for you. Always been a nigga that's go ride and take a bullet for you. Everybody know I'm ride and die, and I'ma always come through, and I'ma always come through. I always came to you when you need me. Would've make the words stop if you pleaded. You could do no wrong to my vision. Even if you own wrong, left me bleeding. Baby, we concede, man, I promise I'm not bitter, to be honest. I'm the one who had you in some new shit. You were first my number one. Put you first, I put you on. No, I've seen you across the road. I've seen it forgotten, now you're gone. Bye-bye, yo. Bye-bye, yo. Bye-bye, yo. Bye-bye, yo.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, right? Gone is really that bitch. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Gone is a really good song. Like, Gone is my out of the whole EP. Gone is absolutely my favorite song. I was like so meticulous. Like every piece, I can't even tell you how many layers around that song because I was just very careful. I'm talking about from the stocks to like the ad libs to the harmonies, and I just took a I took it. I can't. I'm not even gonna tell you how many sessions I took just to kind of bring the song to life. Shout out to TMC Orlando again. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Costa. It's I'm so happy with the entire project. There is another song on there that is very, very good vocally. Um, there isn't any rapping or anything like that. I'm actually just singing, and but it's probably the shortest song. But that song is like the intro to the project. That's the song that I was talking about. That's basically like the manifestation. That song is called Dreams. You're gonna love that song also. And like if you like singing, you're gonna love that. But man, just looking back at that moment, it was y'all don't understand the journey that was. That was a journey just to kind of, navigating life, navigating just like, work. And if you know the type of work that I do, you know for a fact that life, like I'm always busy and I'm always consumed. Like I don't be going to sleep until like 4 in the morning, sometimes just from working. And I it it, it was very hard for me to commit, right? Which is why I was a little disappointed with some of the things I've been seeing, because I felt like my schedule was so crazy, and I still committed to like my project, but also just committed to giving the viewers a good show, right? And that's the next conversation. But I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy with the outcome. I love my photo. I love the picture. I love the reveal. Shout out to the junction again. Shout out to my engineers and my management. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my friends. My family and my friends. I had my sister flew in, my nephews flew in, you know what I'm saying? My friends flew from different places, North Carolina. I'm talking about some of them drove from Georgia, some of them drove from like different parts of Florida. Like they really came, and I'm talking about some friends that I haven't seen in a long time. And I appreciate everybody who came out there to support me and just show me that love, because honestly, that's what I needed to feel complete. It wasn't all for a waste. And I see that they dropped the link to come up and talk and ask me questions. So I'm gonna, you guys can definitely come up and ask me questions, and I would definitely give my honest, opinions or reviews on anything. Click the link and hop up. Talk to me. We ain't got that much longer because I haven't eaten all day. Normally you would see me with like some liquor or something, but I ain't drinking no liquor because I haven't eaten. So because I was very, very busy with dealing with the management stuff. And I didn't really have time. Once I got back home, I just came straight on the live. So I'm hungry as shit. So y'all, let's go ahead on this. Rapido. Is that Rapido? Is Rapido? Yeah. Also, baby, get some food. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give me something good to eat. I deserve it. While we wait for Let's Talk Wild, are you gonna join me on the live? If you're here, go ahead and what copyright concerns? Who said something about copyright concerns? Who said something about copyright concerns? Jali, you need to change that fucking profile picture. That was you 10 years ago, boo. Who said something about copyright concerns? Honestly, you want me to come up? Sure, come up and join me. Is anybody from the Kiki panel in here? Is anybody Let's Talk Wild? Are you here? Is anybody from the Chasing panel is here, or YB, or if y'all have questions? I'm trying to get back to that way. You trying to be a toothpick?
Hey,
Hey,
Fabio.
how are you?
How are you? You know I was gonna pull up.
I'm happy that you came up. I'm doing good. And yourself?
Good, good. We finally got you on the after show, so I'm excited
I
to
know.
get into some things.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I know you need to get some food, honey. Make sure the man eats his meal. Okay,
Okay,
so
me not himself.
okay. So I'm gonna hurry up. Hey Chasen, hey everyone. So I wanna just some quick questions, right?
Mhm.
Besides the pool party incident, you've been pretty chill. So seeing you just working on your music, it's great because this is chasing reality. We want to see your chase. And
Right.
I appreciate that because, taking us through the process, because some artists, they just release music and say, here, listen to it. But I think it's
Right.
more personal when you take the fans on the creative journey with you. And
Right.
this is a platform to do that.
Right.
So do you think it was like a easy process to showcase your music and your process with the fans and with the viewers?
No, I don't think it was difficult at all. Because when I came on for the show, I was very like, with me, I like to put my best foot forward at all times. So when I knew I was going to be doing the show, I knew that my focus, honestly, was really just to come on here and just like it was so personal to me, and it was a task for myself because I was really challenging myself and just to see if I can actually commit and actually execute, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I would start something and then kind of stop, or something happened and I stopped. So this was important. I knew the task was for me to come on here and actually put in the effort and, you know
Mm-hmm.
put in the work. So I knew that nothing was going to take me off of those tracks. Even with the drama and stuff that happened, like at the pool party, like
Yeah.
I had that happen at the pool party, I handled it then at the pool party, and I went on about my day. I just knew at that point the focal point was me working on what I was here to work on. So
Okay.
instead of, being a part of things that were necessarily that, I don't want to say they didn't have anything to do with me, but it
Mm-hmm.
just didn't concern, or it didn't prevented me from meeting my goal.
Right.
If it intertwined in some kind of way, then I would address it or be a part. But I kind of kept those completely separate because it was so important for me to see this through. I was not allowing any outside distractions to interfere with what I came on the show to do.
And I
So
appreciate it. I know
yeah,
that's right. Period.
thank you.
Speaking of the pool party, do you regret how you handled the situation?
um,
Because you said
I
no, I went on about my day. You don't care.
some things I do regret.
Okay.
Some things I do regret because, um, as my family and my friends can tell you, like I don't even. I'm to be honest, like I'm probably the nicest person out of my family or the nicest person in my friend group because I don't
Mhm.
even like to like get like that. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
know what I can
Mhm.
do, so I don't even like to get there.
Mhm.
So after in any situation that I get into, whether it was a pool party or not, every time I left that situation, I never left feeling okay. I always left feeling bad. I always left thinking about the people that possibly was affected because again I know
Right.
myself, and I know how I give it up, so I don't feel good about that. I don't walk away feeling like, yeah, I
Mhm.
walk away feeling like I be shamed, like damn, like you didn't even have to do that, So
Mhm.
my way of coping with that is just to like not be in, and things can go left at any given time, right? But my way of
Mhm.
dealing with that is to not put myself in situations that can lead to things. Because with that situation, with what happened, even if you go back and you watch the clip of the first episode,
Mhm.
when you saw the boy walk into the room, the first thing he did was look at the camera. And when you're in this community, you have all these people who like they do things for moments, or they do things to be fab, or and I'm really
Mhm.
chill, I'm really cool, and I barely talk, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And I don't live my life like that. So when you get around people who do things for moments, like it becomes difficult because it's like, do I even engage, or do I have to give you the moment that you're looking for? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I do have regrets. I did walk away feeling bad, but I do know that a whole it wasn't gonna fuck with me after that. Sometimes you just gotta do things that let people know that you're not the one. And I just
Oh,
felt
I
like
get it.
how long the situation, because that didn't just happen like that. That was probably going on for like 30, 40 minutes before everything that kind
Mhm.
of happened. You just see everything in a minute and 30 seconds.
Mhm.
So I do feel bad to an extent, but I also don't feel bad standing up for myself as a
Right.
man, because I'm not going for being disrespected by another man. It doesn't happen. So
Mhm.
I wasn't gonna compromise myself in that situation.
Okay, honey. Fabio said what he said because when you hear the well, for me and some of us, when we hear the name Fabio, we're thinking, the guy that was on the book covers back in the day. He was sexy, fine. So we thinking like you're gonna give, sexy, fine. You ain't finna. turn up. But you did, and I get it. I get it. I
Yeah,
understand
you turn up
completely.
one, so you do your little one too because because you had to, and then you bring it back, like like you bring
Yeah,
it
and
back
that's
in
exactly
because
what you did because it
yeah,
wasn't like you was dwelling on it. You like you said you moved on and it was like, okay, I'm working. I'm in
it's
the
time for me to
studio. Come
continue.
by.
I'm in the studio. I'm here. I'm arguing with like with freaking
Mhm.
engineers and stuff. Just moving on, like navigating life and just proceeding. So it's like don't hop on those things for too long. Just it happened and move on.
Right, right. Oh, so that's Capricorn T because I don't know that many Capricorns. I feel like I don't have a Capricorn in my circle. So yeah, that's y'all T. I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
um
absolutely.
oh, by the way, they didn't show the clip of Marlo at B Baby's his father's blue
Yes,
ball. She did emotional roller coaster. I saw the video on
yes.
Instagram. She looked so good. I got to see like the up close of the dress. It was so pretty. So shout out to
Yes. And shout out
Marlo.
to Marlo. Marlo ate that so bad. When I tell you
She
ate that and
did.
left no crumbs. And even like you just had to be there in person too. Like I think at one point in time she took the money and she threw it. It was crazy. It was a good performance. Like you had no choice but to be like you know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
captured it. You had no choice but to be like, yeah, to really be in the moment. It was really good. Really
Yes.
good.
And Mark, his song was great. I
That
really
song is
like
a
this
bop.
song. Yes, I like this song better than the other song. No shade. I'm being
Yeah,
honest. I do like
this
this.
song is a bop. Like, yeah, this
Yes,
song is.
it
Mhm.
it is. It is. So it was great seeing your family and some of the cast, their different family members throughout this
Yes,
season. It's been a family filled season and I love it because in the community, the gay community, sometimes the parents aren't there,
right.
so or families in general, their blood family. So it's great to see the families
Yeah,
supporting
yeah,
and just being there. So
yeah.
it was great. You're from St. Croix, you say?
Saint Croix. Yep, the USBI.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yeah, so
Uh,
with me, that's like a whole different type of topic and stuff. So I'm just happy that like like we're here, we're trying to set the standard as far as what support should look like, especially when it comes to like Caribbean households and
mhm.
Caribbean families. That's not really a thing that where it's like, oh wow. So I'm happy that I was blessed with the type of family that I have, with the mom that I have. When I tell you, I could call my mommy for anything. Like my mommy is amazing. Someone said in the comments it was like I guess my mom's expression. Let me tell y'all something. My mom is a very strong Caribbean woman in nature. So she's very serious at all times. But when I tell you my mom is everybody's mommy, that's how my mom is. Like there have been no, especially people who like didn't have a place to go. They've all came by us. And I'm just saying like my mom loves everyone. And my mom damn sure love her Coco. That's what she calls me, Coco.
Yeah.
So so don't play with her. She love her child. And I love my mommy. I'm a mama's boy forever. Okay. So
I
I'm
know
gonna leave
that's
it at
right. Shout out to Mama. Period.
yes.
Your performance was great. I love the songs. I love that you can rap and tap into your R&B side.
Yes.
Which one do you like doing the most?
Oh my gosh. You know what was so crazy is that I had a wait, I signed an NDA earlier today. Okay, no, but this isn't anything. No, this is not important. But
Excuse me.
I like to rap. I really like to rap. First of
Okay.
all, I like writing music. I love
Okay.
writing music. I'm very good at that. If I had to choose a genre of music to write for the rest of my life, it would be pop ballads. That's what I would like.
Okay. You would
But
be a writer or a ghostwriter?
yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
For sure.
But I can rap as well. I can rap as well, and I'm very good as far as like lyricism, especially when it comes to rap. So I would want to do rap because I feel like rap is easier, but I can construct a good song, and I taught myself how to sing. So it was sing or hold a tune, however you want to put it. But I can do all this stuff too. But um I don't think I would want to just sing for the rest of my life. I knew that if I had to, I would be able to, and I'll be able to do it well. But I think I prefer rapping. I think I prefer that side of it. Is either rapping, the list is this: songwriter or rapper, then singer.
Okay.
Yeah. But I had a conversation with like management and it was like, you sing very, very well, just as well as you rap. So if we have to go in this direction, then we would. And I'm like, okay, cool. But I know that it would either be songwriter, rapper, and then singer. That's how I would list it.
Okay. Christy said, I think you'll be a great producer also. I could see that as well, Christy. I
Yes,
agree.
Kirsty knows me very well. And just like we worked on different things in the past, just for fun. And she knows how like meticulous I am, especially with sound. Which is why like in the harmonies, if you listen to the harmonies, I have an acapella version of like of should I play that? I have an acapella version of Gone. And like you could just literally hear the details. Like I'm talking about like from the background vocals and the melodies. Like so I'm that's my niche as well. Like I don't know all of the terminologies when it comes to like producing or the different types of effects or plugins or the name of the plugins, but I know exactly what it should sound like and I know exactly what it needs to sound like. So
Okay.
range, I guess, yeah.
All right, so I got three more quick questions.
Okay.
What was your gimmick when you were wrestling? Or if you're still wrestling, what's your gimmick for the wrestling fans? Because I'm a wrestling fan. Shout out to the wrestling fans. What was your gimmick?
So they wanted me, so I was really over in wrestling. You know, terminology over is like well liked, right? I was really over, and they wanted me to be a baby face, quote unquote, the good guy, real bad because I was liked. But when I tell you, I was so good at talking shit. Like I could read. I was really good at talking shit. So I was a natural heel. I was a natural bad guy. You know, my
Right.
gimmick was very cocky. I used to come up with this very long, fur jacket. You know, the shades, the chain. I was very cocky. I was very like you know like one time oh my gosh, one time like a fan, I was in character mode though, but one time a fan came up to me and like I was like, I don't have any change for you, like, you know, like, but things like that, like I was very nasty in that kind of way. But obviously
Mhm.
after the show, when I saw the fan, I took them in the back, I took a picture and do all that
Yeah,
different
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. I get it. You
But
know.
I was, my character was very like nasty, very like
I get
grandier, you
it.
know. Max be saying luxury, whatever. It
Mhm.
wasn't that type of luxury. It wasn't like, you know, it was really what it claimed to be. But
Okay. Yes. All right. The people want to know what's tea with you and Miss Marlo. You know, are y'all an item for real? For real? Because it's always that just that of a wife and just that of a hubby. Which one is y'all tea? Is y'all an item for real? For real?
no, Marlo is a very, very good friend of mine, and who I built a very close relationship with, a very good connection. And no, we just like we just like, you know, admire each other for who we are. You know what I'm saying? We're really just good friends.
Okay.
To where I say like, you know, like I know people go to jobs and oh, this is my work husband or whatever, but that's wifey. We're very,
Oh,
very good.
okay.
You know, I look out for her, she look out for me, and we've been
I get
very
it.
like. Wait, hold on, y'all. I hope. Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just got a message from management, y'all. I thought I said something wrong, man. I got scared.
No, it's all good. But I get that. Okay. So it's just that of a what it
Just that of
is.
a wifey, a good friend.
Yeah, okay. All right, bet. All right. So let's talk wild. Y'all know I have an animal podcast where I bridge the gap between, people, black people, and animals and wildlife, right? So I do want to do a quick round with some animals that you would choose. So first we have a bull shark or a orca, also known as a killer whale.
Uh, the
Quick
whale,
round. Come on, Fabio.
the
Quick. You
whale, the,
got
the whale, the whale,
the orca, the
the
orca.
orca, the orca,
Okay. A tarantula or praying mantis.
praying mantis,
Okay, period. Owl or a bat?
owl.
Okay, period. Mongoose, because these two animals I'm ready to say are species that live in St. Croix.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, a mongoose or a bobcat.
Mongoose.
Okay, period. Because St. Croix love their little mongooses, honey.
Yes.
They were
Yeah.
imported. Fun
Mm-hmm.
fact: they were
Yeah.
imported from Africa to help with the
With the
uh,
snakes.
yeah, and the rats. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So okay, so out of all of those animals, which one do you most identify with? Or you could pick more than one. So you said a orca, a praying mantis, a owl, and a mongoose.
Mongoose. Like just based off of the like first of like that would be the one that I'm most familiar with. Like they used to be running out throughout the backyard and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
mongoose, and plus the purpose as to why they was brought over to basically defend. And I'm always
Yes.
like defending what I love. I'm always defending my family. I'm always defending my friends. I'm always defending what's right. So mongoose for sure.
Yes, you ate that for me. Thank you, Fabio.
You're welcome. Thank you
Period.
for joining me. I appreciate it.
Y'all know I'ma always pull up for y'all, even if the others won't. Y'all know why I will be here for y'all, baby.
And that's why we
Period.
love you all. Thank you so much
And I
for
love you,
that.
and I love y'all too. I love if I ever finally move to Orlando, because I was thinking about moving down there. Me and my husband was thinking about it. I said if we move to Florida, Orlando would be the place. I would definitely link up with y'all like y'all doing.
Definitely, definitely. Top on me. Definitely. Pull up.
Yes, love y'all down. Thanks, Fabio.
Of
Thanks,
course, you're
Zach,
welcome.
producer
Thank you.
D, the whole Chasing family. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Talk to you later. All right, y'all. Is there anybody else that is here before I go and put something on my stomach? Oh, hi, wifey. Marlo, you can hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What happened? I couldn't hear you, love. Y'all, my son growling like shit.
Okay, can you hear me now? Come one, come
Yeah.
all.
How are you, wifey? How you doing?
Hi, what's
Hi.
up?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Okay.
How do you feel about tonight's episode?
It was a good episode. I love seeing us, like have those vulnerable conversations with our family. Um, like I checked in on you earlier because it was like just seeing that I knew that was a lot for you even before doing it. We had that conversation, so I'm proud of you for like showcasing that side. There's a lot of
Thank
people
you.
that that was able to resonate with that, and I think a lot of people needed to see that because people might have this fixated notion of something else, and that's not the case. And so I'm happy that you was able to show that side, and I felt like it was a very good episode. And the episode also revealed a lot. It just showed how fake some of these people are. Like, if I
Ah.
was B baby, I'm gonna be completely honest. And let me tell you something. If I see one fucking post about me, about expressing my opinion, you're gonna have
Oh.
somebody else on your list. But what I'm saying is that
Oh Lord.
if I was B baby, I promise you I would have what a lawnmower, I would have mowed hold on because I mean it's one thing for you to slip up and say something, or if you slipped up and said something, right? But then you get called out for it, cool. But then you go back and you elaborate again with someone else that have like really nothing to do with that. That was just like that was when I saw that, that kind of pissed me off. And I really feel bad for B Baby because even when like I guess B Baby thought he had like a friend or an alliance, like when they was both going back and forth with Mark like several weeks ago, like they was both going, back and forth with Mark and Mark was handling shit. I You would think that Max already had that conversation with B Baby telling him, well, just to let you know, you're gonna see this on screen. No, B Baby was obviously blindsided and he probably feel horrible. The way I would have been whooping Wo's ass, I promise you.
Well, you know what I say.
Mm-hmm.
And to the fans, I am taking accountability that my delivery may be off, way, way off. But trust and believe, the city princess never tells a lie. I'm telling you, they sat up there and called me liars, and I did this and I did that, and you were the one to do it. And my thing is, if you and B Baby weren't in a bad space, why are you even just running your mouth about your friends, your close brother, twin, Coke sisters, to be exact? Why are you running the business? Because ultimately, it's going to come out that you did it too.
Because that's what the streets are saying. All the streets saying, because from what I know, and I've been here for a while, and from what I know, if I pull out a bag of coke and I don't do drugs, but if I pull out a bag of coke and I'm pulling it out in front of somebody, you best believe it's gonna be in front of somebody who be dabbling in that as well. So
Or
if
somebody
it's
that I
if
trust. And clearly, I'm just going to be real. On that FaceTime call with all of us on there, that bitch said What are y'all mad for? This is just for TV,
Uh-huh.
and this is fake. I'm like, what's
She
fake?
did say that. She did say that. She
So
did
is
say
this
that.
like at that rate, B baby, you should have known like yeah. I don't trust too many of the people in the group, but the people who I do trust, I know that I can trust them with certain information and it probably
Yeah.
won't get out. Or I
Yeah.
know if I tell this one person, I know it may get out. So I know the people for who they are. I'm not doing a heavy drug or substance around a person who I may not know
Yeah.
will go back and run my business.
My thing is like, it's just how can you find it in your heart to like I'm really disappointed with like with how the whole thing happened. I'm just so disappointed. And it's like, I mean, what can you expect? I didn't have I didn't have high expectations anyway, but I just didn't thought that things like that would happen to your brother or the brother. I just think because me, I won't do no shit like that. But everybody ain't me, and he ain't like we're not the same. But that
It's
was a little
just a lot of
disappointing to see.
questionable things that he's doing to
Yeah,
be baby
yeah.
because with the conversation with Mark was just a little cuckoo to me too. So I don't know.
But I think the bigger question is now that you have seen this clip, and this question is for you, B baby. I'm not sure if you're watching it, and I don't have any issues with you. I like you. But my question is, now that you have seen this clip, what are you going to do about it? Because what everybody have been saying is that you have never said that he lied about saying that. It was more so like you kind of talked around it. Now, what are you going to do about that? How are you going to address that with him? Because I know that we are all different and we all handle situations differently. But as you've mentioned before, B baby, that you have a brand, right? And that no, you're just going to be known as this. So basically, he's diminishing your brand. And it's almost seems as if it's intentional because it has happened more than once. So, with you knowing this information, how do you plan on addressing it? What do you plan on doing about it? Because me, I can only tell you what I was doing. And a whole one gonna pick me off of this bitch up until Valentine's Day. That's the only time I'll be getting off and dusting off the clothes. The way how I was in
He'll
Valentine's.
be getting on live, shaking his ass with his Coke sister twin. He
Well,
just labeled himself on Instagram as the Ice Queen. And honey, hey,
Well,
to
if he has
me,
labeled himself as the Ice Queen, then like Elsa, I will let it go because I
okay,
just don't
let them
see
self
how.
destruct. I am
Yeah,
sitting
that's
back
all I'm
for
gonna
the
say.
rest of the season. I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to watch all of them self destruct.
Well, the reunion is coming up, and this is going to be an interesting one. And I hear people saying that some people say they ain't coming, some people say that they are coming, some people say they're standing on business, some people ain't. I mean, we're gonna just have to see how it all plays out. Um, I don't have anything else to say other than I'm disappointed in Max, and I feel bad for B Baby, and I am proud of you for showing, showcasing that side that you were reluctant to show. I'm happy that you was able to basically just, muster that up and put that out there for the world to see. I'm proud of myself for actually sticking through to what my plans were, even at times when I wanted to waver and fault and did not want to move forward or just didn't see the value in it. I'm happy that I actually did that. I'm proud of Chef Pablo. His business has been booming. I'm also proud of Ayo. He's a fantastic dad, and I just wish the world got to know him as much as we do. Just see him more in that light. I spent a lot of time with Ayo again, so I see him in that light. And proud of Marc, talented, very very talented. And Caliboy, I didn't we didn't see much of you. Hopefully, business is booming. I wish to see more of this chicken restaurant. And love and blessings to Rasheeda. But that's all I have for the people. I decided to close it on a good note. I am hungry as the fuck. And thank y'all for tuning in to
All
Chasing
right, talk to
Orlando,
you
episode
later.
8, season 2. EP drops. Who this be? Oh, that's Marlo. The EP comes out December 13th, 2025. Make sure y'all tune in. Who is this? Is this someone? Who is who?
Hey Fabio, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just had a few questions for you.
Okay, if you can start by stating your name.
It's Hero.
Okay, what's up, hero?
Not
The voice
much.
sounds so familiar. That's why I'm like,
Oh, from like different panels maybe.
oh, okay.
Yeah. But I was in the comments and I was just trying to come up here. I think the most important question I want to ask is, if you had to label your album as an animal, what would it be?
Ooh,
I'm
that's a good
joking. You don't
question.
you don't have to answer that. I mean, if you want to, you can. But
Um, oh, probably an eagle.
okay,
Um, Probably an ego because the ego just be like they be grounded and then they take off and they soar. I was gonna say a bird, but I feel like a bird is just too blanket
too
statement.
general.
Probably an ego,
Okay,
because the album starts me dormanted, me starting with a manifestation, and me basically taking off. So an ego.
got you. So I want to start by saying I think you're really the blueprint when it comes to being a newbie coming on and showing like all of your chase, your family, your friends.
Thank you.
I feel like we saw all things Fabio across the spectrum, which
Thank
is we don't see a lot of that in the first season from a lot of people, and for some veterans as well. If we're being honest, um, is this what you expected coming in as your first season? Do you feel like you've accomplished most of the things you wanted to?
Yeah, I honestly feel like I just remained on task and I remained on goal and I didn't want to like do anything other than to show what I was actually doing, right? I know a lot of people sometimes they get caught up in showing the TV and reality TV and sometimes they get off the mark with what they want to do, but I was happy that I just remained on task even when at times when I because if you notice after the pool party stuff, I didn't really get back with the group like that, but I continued to do what I was doing, right? Because I didn't want to be distracted, and distractions happen, right?
Right.
And I didn't want to get off of my goals, so I'm happy that I was just able to like buckle up and buckle down and just remain on task. So I'm proud of how it was portrayed. I really wish we saw more clips of me wrestling, just more. That's the only thing that I would have wanted y'all to see because I worked when I went up in there. I did my shit, but other
Okay.
than that, I was happy that I never got off of task.
Got you. And then, so from the pool party, speaking of that, I feel like you're the one who got, in a altercation with BBL's friend. So I feel like maybe you should be the one to comment on, his friendships and who he should be friends with or not. Do you think Mark is reaching by, getting into the storyline and trying to make a moment out of BBL by just, trying to fit in the group?
I don't think it's Mark necessarily wanting to like fit in or trying to find a footing to fit in. I think he just was opinionated on that. He was opinionated on the friend group. Not saying that he was right to have an opinion on who B Baby's friends are. Not saying that he was right, but he can pass judgment the same way how other people in the group has passed judgment without knowing each other. And I feel as though even though I was the one that got into the situation or a situation happened that I was involved in, not specifying exactly what happened, but
Right,
I
right,
I feel but I feel as though like even then it's not my place to tell Brian who to be friends with. The only thing that I can do is what I did was to know that I don't want to be in situations that would evolve or be around people of certain type of in certain ways. So simple math. I removed myself from an equation. I just didn't want to be around. And not that his friend is a part of our group, but I just didn't want to be with any situations where things can happen and this and a bunch of stuff. So it's just up to me to take that upon myself to make better decisions for myself rather than judging this person's decisions on who they're friends with. That's not my place. But I also can't say that he don't have that right to have his opinions. He can
right.
have his opinion. I also don't think that he was looking for a moment. I think he was just very vocal about his opinions, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So, what do you think about people kind of running away from filming when, things get a little hot? We've seen it with a couple of cast members now. Do you think that's fair to the show and the viewers?
I don't think it's fair because even with me when things had gotten hot, I never stopped doing what I was doing. I just wasn't doing anything with them, or I just wasn't doing anything that could compromise my sole mission. So if it's one thing for me to remove myself from point A and go to point B, but still continue to work, as you can see, rather than just completely removing myself from the stuff when the shit hit the fan. I
Right.
feel like that's like kind of weak minded because you know what you came on to do, and not every time it's gonna be in your favor. Everything is not gonna go how you want it to go all the time. So you just have to kind of be prepared for it, buckle up. You know what you came on for, you know what you came to do. If you need to reevaluate, then do so. But to completely remove yourself because you don't want to do it because it's not going your way or it might mess up your image, I think that's just a little weak. Um, that's my
Yeah.
opinions on that. There's other different things that you can resort to. Like me, I just didn't come around y'all when y'all was talking about bullshit. If it was mandatory and if it was on some real shit, like Brian's the fundraising for his dad, that was very important to me. That's something that I could not miss. There was moments that wasn't filmed. Marlo had a whole domestic violent event. I made sure I went to that because that was very important to me. These are things that mattered. I won't finna sit around and talk about a bitch and situations that had nothing to do with me. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So do you think that's part of the reason maybe some of the real drama is happening behind the scenes? Because it ends up coming out anyways. There's people, cast members recording each other, or some of the things they end up in lives, or people go live and expose things. So if it's gonna come out anyways, why not stand in it while the show is filming?
Yeah, but then when you have people who really ain't like that in real life, they can't really take the pressure. So it's like, um, if you notice when people are having conversations, some people tend to like not even allow people to speak. Like I can sit here and talk to you and I can hear what you have to say, and 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna have a response.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that I need to overtalk you just because I don't want to hear what you have to say. So we, at the end of the day, we're still adults, so we should still all act accordingly. So I feel as though like a lot of people do run from the situations because they just can't stand in the paint or in the heat of things. So it's just fortunate that that's how they act sometimes. But
Gotcha. My last question is, do you think the newbies are carrying better than the OGs as a group?
um I feel like it's a balanced scale. What I will say though is that when the season first started, people in the comments they were saying, "Oh, a rapper, next rapper, this and this." And that. I'm tired, but Mark performed. Mark released his music.
Right.
I'm releasing a whole EP December 13, 2025, by the way. But I'm releasing a whole EP and all of this was done during the duration of the show. I had a whole photo shoot and everything. So I feel as if like people had this disdain about rappers coming on the show and we really did our shit. Not taking away from anything that the OGs did, because I know that was the original question. But
Right.
what
Right.
I will say, what I will say though is that the newbies have really been doing their shit. I will say. I don't want to say it's better than. I don't want to compare. I mean, should I be? No, I'm not gonna fall for that. I'm not gonna fall for that messy trap. You
Uh,
almost got me there, and I
I
almost
mean,
carried, but you almost
okay.
got me just a
if
little
you're
bit.
if you're gonna give the pageant answer for that, then let me ask you: should there be a season 3? And give me 3 people who should not come back next season if there is a season 3.
Let me tell you something. Don't be coming out here with this bullshit.
I
Okay,
mean,
if
let's
if
get
there is
into
a
it.
season three and 3 people that should not be coming back, um, I'm gonna say what I need to say because you know who gonna whoop me. But Kali should not come back.
Okay.
Um, reason why I say Kali, I'm gonna give reasons to. Reason why I say Kali should not come back is because Um, I just wanted to see more. Everything is not they didn't want to record you. No, some of y'all just weren't doing shit. That's no shade.
Mm,
You shouldn't come out because I didn't see much of anything. We saw the makeup in the room. Um, I mean, we saw you had a conversation in the gas station, but the restaurant. But that's it. I mean, I would have loved to see you doing data entry for your restaurant. I would
right.
have loved to see. I would have just liked to see a lot more. I feel like there was a lot more room for more. We didn't get to see. I feel like Rasheeda's storyline was very, very interested, but there was not much that went into it. So
Hmm.
I feel as and to be fair, Rashida, I don't even think Rashida's interested, honestly. I think she lost interest probably midway through, for real, for real. So just to be fair, but I don't think Rashida cared enough to even want to come back if offered. So I don't think she should come back because she also didn't give much of anything either. But her storyline had the potential to be the best thing. And I just wish it was more honed in and more focused on that.
Yeah.
Um, who else do I feel as Oh, that's not a hard choice at all. Like I know people want me to say Marlo. No, I'm not gonna say Marlo because Marlo's chase was, if I'm gonna be honest, Marlo's chase was probably the most important out of all of us. Unfortunately, it just wasn't showed
Mhm.
as much, but it was happening. I was seeing it happen. I feel as though Max is on the show for he's an esthetician. Honestly, it could be B Baby or Max. And the reason why I see B Baby or Max is because what I saw in the first season with B Baby is like on the second season, I think his chase was taking care of his dad, or I just wanted to see a little bit more, just probably expound a little bit more rather than the coke allegations and stuff. And shout out to B Baby, I love B Baby, but I don't know if it was if it's enough to say what I'm gonna come back for next season, unless things happen from there. Unless you, let's say, if these allegations are true and you wanted to go to like a resource center or do, I don't know. However, you could do with that. I'm just saying if
Something.
it is. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I'm just saying like you have opportunity to grow and have something else. But if it's gonna be the same thing, then no. Max, you are an esthetician, and I have not seen you do anybody face. I have not seen it. I have seen you jump on tables. I have seen you cry for your dad. Rest in peace to your father. My condolences.
Mhm.
But that's it. You've cried. You've yelled. In the heat of arguments, you definitely twerked. Um,
Oh my god.
Other than that, I just didn't really see, like, I didn't really see. You said that you changed jobs. You went from being a luxury working at Neiman Marcus. So now you're a luxury realtor. I don't even luxury leasing agent. We're gonna
Right.
call a space for an apartment complex, and it is what it is, and that those are my picks, and it is what it is, and I'm standing on it, and I'm not worried about anything, and that's just that. Those are my picks.
Period. So why is it that none of the cast will get a facial from Max? Why haven't you went, for example?
Um, I don't really need that, and
Okay. Okay.
and on top of that, if I would go, I'm very like he's luxury and he's very picky. I'm very luxury and I'm very picky as well. Look at the
Mm,
material, right?
right.
So this he would understand as to why we would have a certain caliber, make better choices. Me, I'm looking at the
Ooh.
room, I'm looking at the photos, I'm looking at all these different things. I'm looking at the location. I'm looking at a lot of different things. If I'm going to get services from you, I don't mind spending a coin or a penny on anything that I want to do for myself. Like I don't have to speak on how I carry myself or how I live my life. I mean, you guys can see that for yourself. But
Yeah.
that's why I personally didn't, reach out for any type of services. Now, I mean, that's just my opinion as to why I didn't. It wasn't necessary, and also it just not. It just I would look elsewhere.
Got you. No, that makes sense. I was just saying, since everyone goes to like everyone's concerts and supports at shows and things like that, I just what about his chase? But if you don't, if you guys
But you
don't
didn't
need the
even see
services,
that.
that's
If I
fair.
saw that he had
That's
clientele,
fair.
you didn't even see the
Yeah,
clientele or
we
anything like that. You
didn't. We
just
didn't. And before I head out, I just wanted to address the copyright comment. Uh, can you hear me? Oh, I'm not sure. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now, or I can't hear you? But I'll if you can hear me, I just want to say, I was listening. I'm not a lawyer or a musician in any way. I was just poking fun with the copyright word per se. But there is a song by the Chainsmokers. I don't know if you know it. Closer. It goes something like I don't know. I'm not gonna sing it, but if you go look up the song, there was just a part with the melody and the harmony where like it just reminded me of that. So I don't know if there's like, any loss or anything that covered that, but it just reminded me of that, and I was just poking fun at that. I think it's like Baby Pull Me Closer in the Backseat of Your Rover. If you listen to that part of the song, there's like a similar melody in your song. I thought, just my ears. I can't hear you, so I'm gonna drop down. But yeah, much love. Bye.